Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Market opens up here in about 6 minutes. Real quick, when I say live, what I mean is that this is a situation where I am recording myself, seeing the information, seeing the data for the very first time, compared to having already recorded everything and then coming back and explain what's already happened with hindsight in my favor. So this is not a trade recap. This is not some sort of post commentary. I literally don't know what's coming next. So if you just want a raw, unscripted, nitty-gritty look into what it's like to be a day trader, how day trading can play out, then this will be a video for you. So I think I'm going to watch OSTK out of the opening gates. Again, I say I think because who knows? Maybe something else comes along that draws my attention, and now it's starting to move and potentially leave me behind. But that's going to be the main game plan right now. But I will pause and I'll be back at the open. All right, watching 134 here on mndy. I don't know if I've ever traded this one, let alone heard of it. So if 134 wants to show up, oh, there it is right there, in at 134. So we'll see if this thing wants to make a move down to 132 and below. Only did 75 shares just because this one is a big spread, pretty volatile mover. So I'm trying to mitigate that risk just by keeping it at 75 shares. But yeah, let's see if this thing wants to make a move down to 132. Then ideally, like I said, below. Okay, it's trying to make its way down there. Knocking on the door. There we go. So it took off 25 there. Trying to take off another 25 at 131. All right, well, this one, yeah, a little, I like volatile stocks, don't get me wrong, but this one's almost too volatile because this thing is really jumping all around. So I'll take my 50 bucks and move on. Yeah, maybe I should have been a little bit more aggressive on it. And it still very well may come down, but I have no problem admitting that the one thing I did do right was only go 75 because this thing is very, very volatile. Probably a little bit more volatile than I actually feel comfortable with. So I'm just going to move on from it. And there's OSTK. Oh, nice recovery back upwards. That one, ASAN. Let's see. Okay, well, I will go ahead and pause for now. For those of you that are always wondering, hey, Clay, how does your chat room work? Here's one right now that I'm watching that's been alerted. 142 flush point. Oh, it's coming down. In fact, I'm going to hop in right there. So looking for this thing to break down through 142. Then pick up some downside pressure here. First profit target area right around 141.50. Now, just because I made that alert doesn't mean a bunch of people blindly followed me. It's up to people to decide whether they agreed, whether it fits their strategy. But that's how it works. Just, I noticed a level, pointed it out to people, and if people want to take action on it, great. If not, that's fine too. It's not a bunch of sheep. But let's see if this thing wants to, like I said, get some continuation down through 142. So at this point, it's almost a question of would I want to potentially add. If it decides to come back down, because that's a very interesting prospect now. So let's see if it wants to come down to 142. And yeah, I am willing to add at 142 if it comes into play again. But let's see if it wants to come back into play. Getting somewhat close, kind of. Okay, I will go ahead and pause for now, and if it looks like I'm either going to be having to take a loss or if it looks like I'm going to be able to add because it comes back down to 142, I'll get the video rolling at that point. Okay, maybe it's coming back down into play. Well, not fast. 142.50 back on the bid. Okay, never mind. Well, maybe. Okay, here we go, maybe. Okay, well, I missed it. Let's see if we can get, like I said, 141.50 was my first profit target area. Well, and not that fast, snaps back up, but let's see if it wants to come back down. I suppose I could add here, but now this quick snapback's got me a little worried. Wow. Yeah, I got to get out. Okay. Wow, that was disappointing. Well, I guess I'll look on the bright side of things. At least I didn't add to it. Well, that was a great setup. Broke down. So yeah, I guess I'll count my blessings on that one and just be happy that I didn't add. Okay, so I'm now down $220. Very interesting on Tesla. Call it 834 as a potential, maybe a breakout area. Okay, well, I will go ahead and pause. But I'm now down, like I said, 200. Well, never mind on Tesla. Now that one's just dropping. The question really becomes, do I want to keep an eye on mRNA? Maybe that was just one of those unfortunate things that happens, and had I stayed strong, I would have been okay. Looking like, yeah, there it comes back down. Oh, that is frustrating. In at 141.50. Maybe this is the move here that I was originally looking for. Unbelievable. Yeah, maybe some chasing there. Maybe a little bit of revenge mapped, But that was still just such a failure, and maybe it'll come back down and fail again, which means should I be adding? But let's see if it truly wants to come down and break down or not. I need 141, and ideally below. Knocking on 141. Okay, all out there for another losing trade. There's, yeah, right there. See that massive bid that just showed up? That had me worried. So it started off as a winning trade. Turned out to be a small losing trade of like $30, but okay, that's my sign that I need to be done with mRNA on the day. Are you serious? I don't want to show this, but I will. What? And then just like that, mRNA goes back down. Getting played like a fiddle on this one. Sometimes as traders, all you can do is laugh. Wow. Wow. Let's hop over to Tesla. Maybe some options here on it, but yeah, 826. You know, maybe playing a call, but what I should be doing, and mndy, yeah, mndy. Remember that first one? Played that one right, getting out where I did, but now look at this thing, just 139. This is actually pretty interesting. But I got to be careful because, like I said earlier, it's a very fast mover. Has this one. Okay, it's starting to shrink up here a little bit in terms of volatility. I mean, it's still volatile, don't get me wrong, but these spreads are definitely a lot tighter than what I was first looking at it. So potentially a 139. Okay, I will go ahead and pause. Okay, I have an order at $28 here for this call. So need Tesla to drop down probably another $1. Maybe I should be getting in right now, but like I said, trying to play things extra cautious here given at this point, need to go down to 27. All right, I'll pause. I'll keep you updated. Okay, I have an order at 26.50 here for a call, just a call. I'd ideally like to get more than one, but I want to be a little bit more methodical in the approach here. But this thing first needs to come down a bit more. So I'll pause, but I'll keep you updated. Okay, I have an order at 18.50 to pick up puts here, actually. Need Tesla to come up just a bit more. All right, I'm going to change that to 18 now. So tried at 18.50, could not get any. The whole buying calls just never worked out. I never got the intensity of the move that I would need for it to make sense. So, but I didn't want to keep coming back and saying, never mind, never mind. All right, well, I'm going to cancel that order out, and maybe I should just call it a day. But Tesla is giving some interesting action right now, so I'll keep a closer eye on it, but I'm going to be extra picky on this one, but we'll see what happens. I'll go ahead and pause. Okay, I have an order at 17.50 here. Oh, I was on best bid, but it didn't give me any. All right, so be it. Let me go down to 17 then. So now it's 17. I'll go ahead and pause and I'll keep you updated. Watching 135 here on mndy, bigger share size, because this one's either going to work out nicely. Whoa, what in the world? Did you just see that? The bid dropped from $1 in the blink of an eye. That was bonkers. Yeah, you'll have to scroll back and look right here. The bid was, whoops, let's make that a little bit. The bid was showing like 135, I think 25, and then just like that, it just disappeared down 75 cents. Well, that was wild. And I suppose goes back to reiterate earlier about I should probably just stay away from that one. But that the setup was very, very, very nice. But setups and how the stock trades, you know, you want to make sure you get those both factored in. Tesla still interesting. All right, I will pause. All right, watching, hopping in there at 18.95. Looking for this thing to pick up some downside pressure here. Mainly based off of the 5-minute time frame. So there for wait, what did oh my goodness. That is just embarrassingly bad. I thought I was buying puts, but I bought calls and made $300 on it. Because I looked over and I saw myself being green and thought, what? Why am I green? The price is going up right now. I have puts. My price should be, or I should be showing an unrealized loss. Why am I actually seeing green? Because I forgot to switch back to puts. I was at 800 calls instead of puts. And in the world of options, if you think the price is going to go down, you would want puts. So that's what I thought I was buying. But I bought calls, meaning because the price bounced upwards here, I just made $300 and could actually made more because it bounced up even more than what I thought. But wow, what a trend! Yes, this trade was definitely a train wreck. But was the entire day a train wreck? No, it just was a day where things didn't quite go my way. But yeah, this was just embarrassingly bad. Like definitely don't want to put this on YouTube. But the problem is I hit the record button, so it's got to go on YouTube, as embarrassing as it may be. But I'm not even going to try to play that off. That was just pure luck on my part that threw a quick $300 in my pocket, and now I'm down 200. But oh boy, what a bizarre day. Nothing quite went my way. I'm trying to think back to mRNA because at this point that trade has been over an hour ago. I realized on the video it seems like it wasn't that long ago, but within my kind of quote unquote real time here, it was over an hour ago. That was 2 trades on mRNA, right? Let's see. Yeah. Okay. That's right, because the second one started to go, but then it didn't go, and then I ended up taking like a $30 loss on it. That's right. That's so funny. Wow. Completely lucked out there, because not only would this so far be a losing trade had I gotten puts, but it was a winning trade, but it would have been even bigger than what I sold it for. But it's one of those things where you realize that the dumb mistake and how you're lucking out in the present time. I want to just get out. Wow. So I will say this: sometimes the market is it's polite and it's very gracious. Here it was gracious. I thought the price was going down. I bought the wrong thing. And the market was like, well, you know what? You're actually wrong, but the market's going to go up for you. Unbelievable. I'm still wondering, because I still do like this setup down here. But I'm also wondering, is this just going to turn into some sort of bottom chop fest, which seems to be very, very possible at this point. And to think that I'm even thinking of continuing to trade right now really goes to show the the mind, the human mind. I mean, think about it. I'm sitting here talking out loud to you how it's been a bizarre morning. Not totally a train wreck, but definitely not a great morning, definitely not smooth. I just made that embarrassingly bad mistake that happened to work out. And then what am I doing? I'm sitting here saying and talking like I should still be trading. That is crazy. And that just goes to show the power of the human mind. And right now, I still want to take this trade, but I need to just be done because this is, and there, all right, there it starts to go. Well, I'm glad that, wow. So ultimately, in my defense a little bit, I would have been fine because, the chart, yeah, it came up here, but it never did anything wrong. And then that rollover move would have started to put me into the green. Maybe not quite a winning trade, but regardless, still very embarrassing. And then kind of ending the video with a little hidden nugget of the human mind and how after such a just an embarrassing, I don't even know how to describe today, yet I'm still sitting here talking and thinking that I should still be trading. Like, what am I even talking about? So just be aware. The human mind is a crazy place. And if you're experiencing a day where you can't really explain, was it a bad day? Was it a good day? Was it smooth? What you're just, I don't know. And then you want to keep on trading, you shouldn't be trading, okay? I'm very clearly should not be trading because my mind was so out of whack that I bought the wrong thing. That's just not good. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Have that in the comment section. I mean, trolls, well deserved. This was just, you totally lucked out, Clay. Correct. Clay, that took no skill. Correct. Clay, you literally did the opposite of what you thought and made money. Embarrassing. Correct. Yeah. So have at it. I really have no excuses other than, hey, welcome to the real world of trading. And if this is like your first video of mine you've ever watched, can you please go and watch something else? Because I promise some videos, things are a lot smoother than this. I don't look like such a clown. Some videos, it's smooth sailing. It's nice amounts of money in small amounts of time. So just give me another chance. Don't base all your judgments on this one video. Take a collection into account. Please don't use this as a sample size of one because, like I said, I don't want to post this on YouTube. But I'm going to. I hit the record button, so it's going on YouTube. But yeah, one of these days where I'm going to be done. I'm just going to laugh about it and move on. So thanks for hanging out. If you enjoy these videos, hit that like button. Leave a comment down below. Things like that go a long way in communicating to me that you enjoy these live trade videos. So if you enjoy, like I said, hit the like button, leave a comment, even just say hi, make fun of me, tell me what you traded today. But those two things go a long way. So everybody take care. Have a good one. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.